At least 11 dead in Virginia Beach mass shooting at Municipal Center. At least 11 people were killed after a gunman opened fire at a municipal building in Virginia Beach, Virginia, Police Chief James Cervera told reporters Friday night. The shooter, who was a public utilities worker, also is dead, Cervera said. The chief said the gunman fired indiscriminately. This is the most devastating day in the history of Virginia Beach, said Mayor Bobby Dyer. The people involved are our friends, co-workers, neighbor, colleagues. Live updates on the Virginia Beach mass shooting. Cervera said the shooter was confronted shortly after opening fire on multiple floors. There was an exchange of gunfire with officers, the chief said. A police officer whose ballistic vest stopped a bullet was injured, the police chief said. The mass shooting took place in Building 2 of the Municipal Center, according to police. Building 2 of the Virginia Beach Municipal Center houses the operations building for the city, which include multiple departments. 6 people were hospitalized after the shooting, hospital officials tweeted. Virginia Beach General Hospital said there were 5 patients there. A patient who was at Princess Anne Hospital was being transferred to Norfolk General Hospital, a Level I trauma center. The FBI is also responding to the incident to provide assistance to local authorities, an FBI spokeswoman told CNN. The incident is the deadliest mass shooting in the U.S. since November. In that shooting, 12 people were killed at the Borderline Bar and Grill in Thousand Oaks, California. Officials said that gunman, Ian David Long, shot an unarmed security guard outside the bar, went in and continued shooting, injuring other security workers, employees and patrons. Long died by suicide. Virginia Senator Tim Kaine tweeted that he was devastated by the news Friday. My heart is with everyone who lost a loved one, and I'm praying for a swift recovery for all those who have been injured, he said. Senator Mark Warner wrote, praying for all involved as we learn more. We are praying for our city, the lives that were lost, their families and everyone affected, singer Pharrell Williams, who grew up in Virginia Beach, tweeted. We are resilient. We will not only get through this but we'll come out of this stronger than before, we always do. A Virginia Beach city worker walked into a municipal building on Friday afternoon and fired on co-workers indiscriminately, killing at least 11 people and injuring 6 others, the authorities said. Chief James Cervera of the Virginia Beach Police Department said the gunman, who was a current, longtime city employee, was dead after officers opened fire. Officials said the gunman fired on his victims immediately. This is the most devastating day in the history of Virginia Beach, Mayor Robert M. Dyer said at an evening news conference. The identities of the gunman and the victims were not released. One of those injured was a police officer, who was saved by his bulletproof vest, Chief Cervera said. The chief called the shooting a devastating incident that happened that none of us want to be here talking about, adding that it was going to change the lives of a number of families in our city. The shooting began shortly after 4 p.m. at the Virginia Beach Municipal Center, a campus of city offices and agencies, including the police department. The shooting unfolded on multiple floors in Building Number 2, which includes offices for planning and public works, among others, and is adjacent to City Hall. Dale T. Gauding, a spokesman for Centaur Healthcare, said 5 patients were taken to Centaur Virginia Beach General Hospital. 1 patient at Centaur Princess Anne Hospital was being picked up by helicopter and transferred to a trauma center at Centaur Norfolk General Hospital, he said. Details on their conditions were not immediately available. This day will not define Virginia Beach, a council member, Aaron Rouse, said at the news conference. We will show the strength of our city. Another council member, Barbara Henley, told the Virginian Pilot that she was pulling up to City Hall when she heard police sirens and saw police cars. I thought it was an accident, Ms. Henley said. She said she learned there had been a shooting and heard a male voice shout, "Get down." People scattered. I was scared to death, she said. This is a tragic day for Virginia Beach and our entire Commonwealth, Governor Ralph Northam of Virginia said on Twitter at 6:53 p.m. My heart breaks for the victims of this devastating shooting, their families, and all who loved them. I am on my way to Virginia Beach now and will be there within the hour. End of message. Subscribe for fresh news.